I want to just open this up into what this verdict, what this trial, what the real life ramifications of this could be. So Gopal, Shankaranarayan, to you first. Could this verdict open up the floodgate then to more defamation claims against accusers? Because that's another concern, that it's going to embolden men who have similar accusations against them to make similar claims for defamation, the logic being that a best defense is a good offense.
I don't think there's anything particularly new here. What we have seen is the outcome of a trial which took place before a jury in the United States and the verdict that was delivered. Now, unfortunately, I think too much is made out of how social media regards this. You should be actually looking at how lawyers and experts on this who have watched the trial proceedings, seen the evidence that has come out, seen how it was presented before the court, and seen how it was considered by a jury of the peers, actually looked at it. I actually watched that trial every single day of it late into the night. And it was very clear to me as a lawyer that Amber Heard was not able to make out a case of domestic abuse, at least based on the evidence which was produced before the American courts. I think most people, even laymen who saw that, would have come to that conclusion. Now, in my view, linking this to Me Too, saying that this is having an impact on Me Too, particularly in India, I think is too much of a stretch, and I think we shouldn't be placing too much stock by the social media. The reason I say this is this, that in India we have seen, for example, the defamation case by a former cabinet minister, M.J. Akbar, very powerful in the media as well, filed against Priya Ramani. He lost, right? So in the Indian courts, a case like that came as at least at the first instance, he came to grief trying to make an allegation that this was false. We have seen similar instances with very, very prominent people, Mahesh Murthy, Nana Patekar, Sajid Khan, allegations against all these people. We have seen Phantom Films disbanded. We have seen All India Bakchod disbanded. We have seen the impact of the Me Too movement in India, and it's been massive. I agree with what your panelists have said. It's been incredibly empowering. I think it has had a severe impact, and it sent out a very strong deterrent message. I agree with Trisha when she says that in most of these cases, it's a question of pattern. That was the main singular fact which was missing from the Depp case. It held true for Weinstein, it held true for Cosby, it held true for most of these other people, that found loads of people coming out and saying, me too, this happened to me too, by this person who had perpetrated all of this. So I think the important thing now, at least messages that we have, is that there will be a due process that will be followed. Women at least are now aware that, look, we need to have some sort of evidence, perhaps, before we just make an allegation, or maybe at least get 2-3 other people, hopefully, who will come out and speak out, which has happened very often in the past. And I think also importantly, we have to bear in mind that there may be people who are making allegations which are false, and a court will follow due process and give a verdict on that, which is what has happened in this case. Whether we like it or not, social media is not where we go to find the truth. We go to courts if we have faith in the system, and we come to conclusions there and see what those conclusions are. The English court, as you know, said that there was no defamation by Sun newspapers. A completely different strategy was followed in the American courts, where they decided to sue Amber Heard herself. And it was a jury there. In the UK, it was one judge.